Hi guys, I hope this works. I made a video today about 45 minutes, and when I was videotaping I thought it was turned on. It was turned off, and when I turned it on it was actually videotaping the inside of my purse. So yeah. So anyway, I'll show you what I got. I went to a thrift store and I got this for $1.75. Isn't that sweet? You know, you write, you put chalk on it, and what I'm going to do is write all the stuff that I know I can make. Like, I can make salmon, I can make tacos, I can make pizza. You know, the things that I know that I can throw together, I'm going to put it on here, and that's going to be my menu for the week. Got this bowl for $6. I think I showed it to you the other day. I absolutely love it. I have some lemongrass cooking, the stuff that Cheryl gave me. Thank you, Cheryl. This is the last of it. I do use it up pretty quickly. I'm going to cook this down, and then I'll cook it again. Just I usually make it 10 minutes. Now let me know if I'm doing this wrong. Some of you might know how to do a better job of it. So I'm just going to let that soak now. I think I've let it cook for about 10 minutes. What I'm getting ready to do is make a pizza. And no thanks, I don't want that. Okay. It's quick and easy pizza crust. And my brother makes this pizza crust. He's the one who turned me on to it. It's all recipes, quick and easy pizza crust. And it really is quick and easy, guys. It is. I can't make pizza crust, I tell you what, and I can cook, but this recipe works. So let's get started. All right. I have my measuring cup and my metal bowls here ready to work. Let's see, what do we need? We need yeast. I just love that thing, I do. The simple things in life. Wait a second. My yeast is over here. Okay. I mean, it really is, but I love that place because I'll show you later. I got me a coat. Guys, I didn't have a coat for winter. I got one for $5.50. And it looks like it would be a great hiking coat. It has a lot of pockets. So what we need is a package of the self-rising, what is it? Instant yeast. Rapid rising instant yeast. Here's the recipe. Here's what we need. We need sugar, all-purpose flour, extra virgin olive oil. I like the extra virgin. I just like the flavor because it gives it so much. I've got me some Himalayan pink salt. I have some rapid rise instant yeast. And we need some warm water. We also need a thermometer because the water has to be a certain temperature. So let's get our recipe over here. Knife out of the way. Here we go. I'm not going to start the oven like it says to do because I let it rise a little bit longer than normal. So in a medium bowl, dissolve yeast, sugar, and warm water. Let it stem until creamy, about 10 minutes. Now I do that. So we got a package of yeast. We need water to be 110 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. We have 1 cup of water. I'm going to microwave it to get it warm. I kind of seem to have a theme with wine. I bought those at the Dollar Tree, and then I've got that, and then I have this that I bought at a confinement shop, and then, well, and then I have the towels too that match. So I guess I've got a winery kitchen going on here. 1 teaspoon of white sugar. I put the water in there and microwave for a minute, and it was too long. So now I got it in the fridge to cool off for a second. So we got a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to put it in the smaller bowl here that I have. Okay. And then it says also we want to have the yeast and then the water. So let's go ahead and put the yeast in there. And It is an easy recipe to make, guys. I may be making it look a little bit harder than it is. The biggest thing is to make sure that you've got your water temperature at the right temperature. And 110 is what it says. That's what we're going to do. Well, we've got this going on in the floor. Turn my music down because I don't want to get in trouble. I want this video to come off. I've made videos all week and none of them, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I don't know. Look at her. She's crazy. Monkey business going on in the kitchen while we're making a pizza. I better get the sauce on. So let's get started on the sauce. Alright, so I have olive oil and a chopped sweet onion, and I'm going to cook it until it tastes sweet and doesn't have that oniony flavor, because that's how I like it. I like it to have a little sweetness to it. So I'm going to cook these down to where they're soggy pretty much. That's just how I like it. Okay. This is an easy, quick and easy sauce. It has a real fresh flavor to it. I like it. I can use it for spaghetti or pizza, either one. Well, finally, we got the water to 109 point something. Close enough. Close enough. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to use this spoon here. Just give it a stir. Then we let it sit for 10 minutes, and it's going to do some little bubbling and whatever it does. Okay? So, there we go. There you have that. And here's what we got going on at my feet. Really, guys? Really? She's growing so much. I can't stand it. I want her to stay the same. Max is almost like 49 years old. Boy, he acts like a puppy, though. You cannot tell that he is, like, you know, in people years. He's 6 or 7 years old. And he'll be 7 in February, so I guess that's how old he would be. Anyway, can't tell it. This puppy phase, he's going to stay in it now that he's got a kitten to play with. He actually won't even let me go to sleep at night. He wants me to throw the ball. He wants to play all the time now that I got a kitten. Put that little bit on low temperature so it doesn't burn and turn brown and all that stuff. Meanwhile, I'm going to chop up a bunch of garlic over here. Timer set for 10 minutes for the yeast. Just do its thing. I'm going to use maybe 5 garlic cloves in the sauce. They're big garlic cloves too, but I'm going to dice them. So when you dice them, you really don't get as much of the flavor as you do if you smash them. But you get a different flavor. It's just weird. It has a more fresher flavor when you chop them up, I think. So that's how much garlic I'm going to put on it. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see. There we go. Alright guys, so we have chops of garlic that's going in there. I have 5 garlic cloves. They don't have to be chopped really fine. Just chop them. Or whatever you want to do. Smash them. It doesn't really matter. But for this recipe, I think it tastes better. Alright. Now we just want to get that garlicky smell going. You don't want to overdo it. And this is all we're going to put in here, except for the crushed tomatoes. And we have 4 minutes left waiting on our yeast. That's how quick and easy it is to make this sauce, guys. Yep. Whoops, there's diced. Please tell me I have some crushed tomatoes. Alright, here is some crushed tomatoes. Get out of my way, Daisy May. Okay. Thank you. She's trying to help me. Oops. That sounded like a firecracker or something going off over there. Okay. Max is going crazy, barking at whatever. Okay, I'm starting to smell the garlic a little bit. You don't want them to brown. Okay, it's time to add, definitely, time to add the tomato sauce. There we go, crushed tomatoes. I have 28 ounces. What we're going to do is we're going to end up with too much pizza sauce, which is fine because we'll use it on some spaghetti or something. Whatever. It's good on anything. Now, if you like oregano in your pizza crust or pizza sauce, go ahead and add some oregano. I'm going to add some basil, but I'm going to wait until the sauce cooks a little bit because you want your basil to taste fresh, so you don't want cooked basil. You want fresh basil. So I'll add that right when I turn it off. This is going to cook for a while, and we are ready to look at our yeast. Tastes good. Alright, so I'm going to turn that on low. I'm actually going to put the lid like that so it doesn't splatter. I really don't want a messy kitchen. I make a mess as it is. Alright, let's see. Oh, here, look what it's doing. Look at that. That looks wonderful. Let's get ready to make some pizza dough. Alright, so I should have put this in the bigger bowl, which I'm going to do now. It's fine. Time is up. Time is up. We're going to add flour, olive oil, and salt. Okay. So we want 2.5 cups flour. Use these measuring because it measures better, I think. Okay, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not, guys. I'll fix my camera here in a second. It's 2.5 cups of flour. I want 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. It's gonna be wonderful. And a teaspoon of salt. Alright. I know, Daisy May, it's going to be amazing. Okay, there we go. Now, what we do next is it says that we stir it, beat it until it's smooth. Alrighty, let's get going on that. Okay. My Max is going crazy because my neighbor Sarah has her brother over. Let me let him in. Crazy dog. Stir it until it's smooth. What I'm going to do is put some olive oil in the bowl. That's what my brother told me to do. Some olive oil in the bowl and swish that around in there. And I'm actually going to let it rise for half an hour. It says 5 minutes. You can do whatever you want. My neighbor probably thinks I'm talking to myself because she's outside and hears me. She doesn't know I do videos. That's okay. I can handle it. Alright, so we put a little olive oil on the dough itself. I'm going to pour some of that oil off. I got a little too much. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just put this dough in the bowl. And we're going to let it sit. Look at that. Marvelous. I'm going to put a little towel over it. I didn't get any cat hairs in it because they fly everywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to put on my pizza, I'm going to put spinach. It's frozen chopped spinach. I thawed it out. I strained it. I squeezed it. I'm now going to put some garlic salt on it because it definitely needs some flavor. Spinach is pretty boring all by itself. This fresh stuff is, I can eat it raw, but the frozen needs a little bit of help, needs flavor. Let's see how that is. Better. A little bit more. Oh. I thought at least I can make my pizza a little bit healthy. Add some spinach to it. Doesn't have to be all bad. I'm putting olives on it. Cheese, of course, and some tomatoes that I got from my brother's garden. Cheryl shared with me. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to hit the pause button for a second. Alright, now I'm chopping up these wonderful tomatoes from the garden. They taste so good. Oh my goodness. They're so sweet. It's amazing. I'm not sure, you have to ask Cheryl what kind of tomatoes they are, but she grew the right tomatoes. I tell you, they're absolutely wonderful. You won't find these in a store, that's for sure. Cheryl, they're wonderful. Thank you so much. I love them. Max. For sure, guys, if I get cold, all I gotta do is cook because the kitchen gets very warm. And that's a good thing. These are canned black olives. I prefer the really, I can't remember the name of them, the Greek olives that they're kind of salty. They come in a jar. These will do for now. They're good. All right. For the sauce, it is done. What I do is I add, whoops, that's flour. I need some sugar. I add a pinch of sugar to it and a pinch of baking soda because the baking soda will take the acid out of the tomatoes. I'll show you here in a second. I mean, it's obvious. You can see it actually working. Here's the sugar. Just add a little bit. Max, I'm sorry. Got the sugar in there. Now I want to add a little of baking soda. Sorry about the dog barking, guys. There's a guy mowing the grass next door. Can you see how that it bubbles up? You can see how, I don't know if you can tell by the video, but it takes some of the acid out of the tomatoes, the baking soda does. You don't want to add too much because it'll give it a real flat flavor. Let me taste it and see. Perfecto. That's perfect. All right. Sorry about the lawnmower. This is where I'm getting my basil. You can see my basil plant there. And here, what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to chop it up and put it on top of the pizza instead of putting it in the sauce because it does have a fresher flavor to it. Once you add your baking soda to your sauce, you want to go ahead and let that cook for about 10-15 minutes to cook all the acid out. It helps to keep your stomach from getting upset. Mine gets upset with that. Now look how beautiful that is. Tell you the truth, I'm going to let that sit a little bit longer. I usually do. I want it to rise a little bit more. It's just how I am. I like to have a little bit more risen than that. It's the guy mowing the grass next door, and until he's done, I'm not going to do any more. We've got the dough rising. We've got the ingredients here. We got spinach, black olives, mozzarella, basil, tomato, garlic salt, Parmesan cheese. And I'm gonna put a little bit of cornmeal on this. It keeps the pizza from sticking. And I'm gonna turn the oven on here in a second. My battery's running low. I'm gonna plug it in and hope it works. A different angle, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is put some flour down on this. Oh, that smells so good. Okay. And then turn your dough out onto a floured surface. Look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, and then I have not had a lot of luck with doing this. We'll try it. I usually just use my hands. But this pizza crust is so easy, guys. Don't be afraid of it. I know with my antics of making the sauce and all that, but if you just try this pizza this pizza crust, you will be amazed at how easy it is, and you won't have to order out anymore. I promise you that, and it's fun. Look at that, I'm having good luck now that I said I didn't. Look how easy it just rolls out, doesn't stick. As I say that, it sticks. Look at that, that's just